Greetings and blessings to everyone around the world, and I'd like to bring you back to another episode of Real News.
Thank you for tuning in with us, man. We know people over in other countries, man, across the globe is really happy to see us right now, man. So this is a blessing.
Shout out to the viewers from all around the world. Real News would like to welcome you. If this is your first show, if you're returning, we'd like to bring you back. This is another and a whole new episode of Real News, keeping you current, keeping you on point each and every week. We got the topics you talk about with yourself, your family. We got sports,
music,
politics,
and anything else that matters. So come catch a wave with us, man, and enjoy the summer. Welcome. We out here in the humidity of South Carolina, man. It's hot. And that's what we doing, giving you the hot takes from Real News, man. Feels great to be out here, and we would love to keep you all current on the hottest topics every week, baby.
I like that shirt you got there, man. I think that's why the humidity is hitting. You see how I picked a different type of style for the day, but we out here, Columbia, South Carolina, showing the city some love, getting some of this great weather of today. Not too hot, and that's a blessing. Keep it cool, South Carolina, and keep it current with Real News. We're gonna jump right into it, y'all. The first segment of the day, I'm talking about history on this day. Alex, today is June 24th, 2018. But like I said, we bringing you back. Blast from the past on this day way back in 1997. And Alex, you know, this has something to do with the government.
Of course.
Spaceships, you know, things you find a little something to pique your interest, something you stay into. 1997, June 24th, actually the U.S. government released a report on Roswell, New Mexico. Incident that happened pretty much 50 years earlier. Pretty much everybody knows it. A UFO sighting in Roswell, New Mexico. A farmer found a piece of a supposed spaceship. He gave it to an officer of the law. They gave it to the government, the Air Force. They said they found the spaceship, found alien bodies, and took them to the Air Force One. Now that was the report 50 years ago. Since then, you know, UFO people have been going crazy, having sightings and theories and things of that nature. So to try to calm that down, in 1997, the government basically released a whole statement that was a test, a parachute type thing, a weather balloon that they created. And they said
that was actually a cover-up. That's a cover-up, man.
Supposedly, they said the bodies they found was dummies that they put in the parachute, the weather balloon. So it's real fishy, man. You know, 2018, this day and age, man, anything is possible. The stuff we see nowadays.
And I think that's a fun fact, man. A fun history fact, man.
It's something else out there.
Just the fact to know that we're not out here alone, man. Everybody likes that, you know. Let us know that we're not the only smart, intelligent type species out here.
It's a lot going on. I think they found some spaceship type thing. You know what I'm saying? Why would you put a report out 50 years later saying something didn't happen unless it did happen? It's just fishy. You know, it doesn't really make sense. I feel like I've seen a UFO before.
Some sightings.
Yeah,
I definitely don't think we're alone.
I seen something that was on the news after I seen it. So, man, it's a lot going on, man. I don't know what's going on, but I know it's a lot going on. I feel like I've seen a UFO before, so I know they out here. I know we not out here alone. So, be ready, and that's why we all really need to be as a human civilization, kind to each other. We need to be on some peaceful, motivational, you know, uplifting stuff.
War and stuff like that.
As in global civilization, we need to be together on that aspect because, man, we can't be alone out here in this universe. The universe is too vast and there's too many things going on for us to be alone. So just another thing at the end of this, we're gonna slide in, you know, a message of peace, tranquility for everybody you know.
Yeah.
Just want to shout that out. That's real news, and we sticking it with you, staying with you.
Real news. Real current, man, on technology, man. You know we always got to talk about technology. So
What we got?
Actually, let's keep it brief. Apple has actually have some strong words for anybody who wants to jailbreak their iPhone at this time. Basically, they'll just stop serving people that bring their jailbroken phones.
Try to turn them in.
Yeah, try to turn them
money
in.
and get an upgrade or whatever.
Apple's not having it. So yeah, Apple's not having it, man. Basically, you bought the phone, really. I don't see why you can't jailbreak it. But then again, they said it's breaking into their whole system. Like just the basic fundamentals of the phone. That's
so you feel like after you buy the phone,
you
should be able to jailbreak it and basically get free stuff and do whatever you want on the phone.
Yeah, I bought it. You know.
So you think Apple? How you feel about Apple saying if you do that, we're not gonna honor you as a customer no more? You feel like they're on the wrong side.
I mean, they're on the wrong side because it's still their technology, and people can try to, you know, get information off their devices. Because, like I said, a hack that people are actually doing is just like the basics of the phone.
Right.
So it's like I see why I can get mad at that, but at the same time, you gave us the right once I bought this phone. So they're not on the wrong end of that. I'm just to tell two things.
Technology today, we get interesting topics like this. You know, where is it in? As in, you created this product, but I should buy it to own or buy it outright. So it starts an interesting discussion of how much power do they have and why do I have limits on things, especially when I'm not in the business of hurting people, as in hacking other people's things of that nature.
Yeah.
Basically doing truly hurtful and illegal stuff. I can understand why, you know, things of that nature, obviously that's wrong.
Yeah.
But, you know, just a simple jailbreak just so you could do some more things on your phone. You know, that's interesting. You know, it's 2018, so it's things like that. But
there are some serious hackers out here though. So I can see where Apple is coming from.
Right,
you know?
right. Might as well just cancel it all out, make it all wrong, which makes sense from their end. Everything is a business standpoint. So at some point, I'm sure they'll be losing money off of it. I'm sure that's what the main discussion at headquarters is. Somehow or another, people jailbreaking their money and turning them in or whatever. Same value.
Yeah, because they can't do nothing else with the phone once it's jailbroken.
Rehack it, so they're losing money. So at the bottom line, that's all what it comes down to, the almighty dollar.
Yeah.
So Apple's doing what they're doing. Makes sense. It is their technology, and but all comes down to the almighty dollar. So don't jailbreak your phone if you want Apple to honor you as a customer. If you ain't worried about it, one-time thing.
Yeah. Fine.
Hey, go for it. Shoot for the fences, man. Swing for the fences.
We'll be right back with you on
Real News. In the city, Columbia, South Carolina. Real News staying hot with you all summer long. Stick around, man.
Freestyle of the week. Came in pushing like a Jeep. What they want to do with the fucking heat. Gotta stop cursing when I'm on Real News. But this the real news. I tell the people pick and choose.
It's on this week. Brand new news, and we coming every week. I'm sitting down because I'm really on the seat, but it's feeling like a throne because I'm feeling like the king. Shout out LeBron.
Yeah. Real news. When nothing hurts anymore, so I feel free.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and let him jump into it.
Oh man. We got music on today, man. I'm hearing Tiana Taylor has actually dropped her album. You know, she actually had a release party the other day. I'm not sure of the actual date, but she did have a release party, and a lot of people was really excited to listen to her music, man.
I'm seeing a lot of good reviews, social media, things of that nature. People I know, you know what I'm saying, haven't really heard nothing bad about it. I'm sure her fans.
And my bad, I didn't even say the actual name of it. Keep That Same Energy. You know, that's the name of the album.
Very interesting title. Pretty much tried to set you up for, you know, as in the things I'm saying right now, you know, I'm going hard.
Yeah.
It don't matter how you, this is how I'm coming. So it's all in the title, so that sets you up right there. Interesting. I haven't been able to give it a listen yet, but like I said, I'm hearing a lot of good reviews. You know, Tiana Taylor, her fans really adore her, the fans that she does have. So it is what it is. We told y'all way back in the day, Ye announced a whole bunch of albums was coming from Good Music this summer, and that was the last of the Wyoming project, as Kanye calls it. We had some Good Music albums coming this summer, so we have 5 since we told y'all about that way back when on Real News. Check the archives. So Kanye has definitely blessed us this summer with a bunch of good music. They are back in full effect. I haven't really heard any bad reviews or too much. Well, of course Kanye, because you got here and there, but everybody else's album, Pusha's, the joint album from Tiana Taylor, and even Nas dropping some music, have all been good music and good titles. So I'm happy to hear it, happy to see them back on top. Always happy for a good music summer. And we still got a lot left. We got that Drizzy Drake coming soon. We've been telling y'all week by week, we are anticipating this new Drake album, and we not ashamed to say it.
Yeah. Drake's nice at what he do.
Drake is nice. It is what it is. Speaking of Drake being nice, Nice for What is back to #1 on the Billboard charts. Just wanted to slide that in on the music on this week.
So that's building up potential right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Back to #1.
So they know we ain't tripping. You know, this dude is he making hits that's lasting. So we waiting for him for a reason, because it's gonna be another new hit, another new #1 song for however long. So we'll see what Drake tops out on the charts when he drops that new album.
Yeah. And while you at it, go listen to that JustAirWaves SoundCloud, man. Drake's not the only person dropping that good music out here, man. So go check it out. So, man, got a story out of Texas, man. The Border Patrol has taken things to a new height, man. This immigration policy is getting out of control. You know, over the weekend, Trump has actually signed something about that, to where America was telling Trump to where this immigration policy, splitting people away from their family, is at a whole new level. But to take note on that, we got a story out of Texas, man. 5 killed, 9 others were injured, man, in a SUV. You know, they were actually fleeing border control. It speeds over 100 miles per hour, man.
Oh, man.
Yes, man. Just fleeing border control, man.
It's always a bad bet driving over 100 miles, man.
Yes, man. So it's like, it should never be that serious. Man, that's just a little brief story on the border control down in Texas, man. So things are reaching new levels, man, to where people are really fleeing away from the border control as if they're illegal. Like, I'm not saying they're not illegal, but like as human beings, like not meant to be here. Exactly. You know, and that's just getting out of hand, man. Everyone is equal, man. Everyone is definitely equal. So
something a little out there from our neck of the woods. I actually saw a police chase earlier this week on a separate note, so I'm just gonna use this as a time and topic to say, stay safe out there. Be aware of your surroundings. A car is a very powerful vehicle. You can do a lot of damage with it. Somebody can damage you and your vehicle a lot. So things like that, dangerous things going on. So just be vigilant, people, as much as we can. Let's try to put the phones down, things of that nature. And that's just real news, keeping it current and keeping it on topic. So keeping that topic actually relevant on the whole immigration policy thing, man. Mexican legislators are actually proposing to end the cooperation with the U.S. and with their help on immigration, counterterrorism, and fighting organized crime. And that's as long as Donald Trump is the president, man. They feel like they have no need to help America with anything. These legislators from Mexico, man, they actually would like for Donald Trump to end the inhumane and criminal action of separating migrant families. You know, because that's why. You do not have little babies, man, and little children. You should never separate them from their parents, man. And that's just, you're not respecting mankind at all. Right, that's just logic. We've been talking about this for a few weeks here on Real News, the immigration, things of that nature. Earlier this week, the tapes were actually released of the children crying for their parents, their sleeping condition, things of that nature. We got to see more footage more pictures of it, and America truly became even more sicker and sick of it. So Trump finally did something about it, pretty much the bare minimum he could. Seeing this stuff, you know, personally this week, hard to watch. Kids and families having to go through that when they're just looking for safety and trying to be let's say 98% of these people are just coming to better build American civilization, working creative ideas, or just being the worker, because somebody got to work at McDonald's, somebody got to work at Lowe's, but then you got people, the creators of the world, that's building and bringing new things, and I feel like they want to add to all of that as just normal human people, as we say. So it's to see that and see their families is just a little sickening. We've been talking about it.
We don't even know how long that's going to last. The executive decision that he made, you know, to get rid of the immigration policy, we don't even know how long that's going to last, or what new policies are going to pop up, man. Because it's like, it's just popping up like this. People didn't even know that policy was going into effect until it was actually on camera.
Pretty much, right.
So it's like we have to stay up to date on these things, people, and use our voice, because you see what our voice can do, you know.
Yeah, definitely use your platform. Anything you can, speak on it, talk about it. Anything you believe in, if it's important, you have to make it important. Each and every week, each and every day, you have to make it important. You have to use what you can. You gotta try. And this just another note. We strongly disagree with, obviously, the immigration policy, the families, our Mexican and Latino brothers, and all the people of color who are getting mistreated, who just want safety and to build on the American way. And I don't see how you could look down or want to treat anybody so bad who just wants to build up the American way. So just a little message from Real News. We strongly stand by you. Stay strong, people down there. Everybody, we're trying to use our voice. We are trying to use our votes to get things better for everybody in this country. And that's what we can do, and that's just another message here on Real News.
So another interesting topic, man. Trump would like to build a sixth branch in the military, which will be called Space Force, the Space Force, you know. And for years, I feel like this is something civilization should have been building for, you know, because the petty wars that we have going on now on Earth, you know, we don't even have to be going through all that.
Right. It's
we could be building for something, a bigger purpose, you know. So the one thing that's really stopping the Space Force, man, it costs. It costs up to $1 trillion, man. And that's, who wants to pay $1 trillion to anything? Just for anything, you know.
Force. Trump signed a bill imposing space delegations or whatever they may be to move forward to something of a space force that would be like the Air Force, another branch of the military. Very interesting to me. Did a little research and found out that would actually build the economy. I'm hearing that a lot of companies would like to invest in things of that nature, and I'm hearing things like asteroid mining, things like satellite internet, rocket building, cheaper rocket building, space tourism. Very interesting, right? Something that's going to cost a lot of cheddar cheese, which will go back into the money of the country that sent you there, if you think about it like that, building the economy back. And asteroid mining, finding fuels and other sources of energy on planets. So it actually could be a very profitable venture at the end, but obviously the American people will have to really get on board with something like a Space Force. But as of right now, I can't agree with you know, the wars we have on Earth right now. I wish we could focus on trying to settle all the beef and all the feuds. And
let's focus on moving mankind
a good
forward.
Agreement. Everybody got a good agreement with each other and things are positive. Then we do things like Space Force, people invest money, things of that nature, tourism, whatever, but still, you know, not to take from the little guy and only give to the big guy. You know, space be the new thing that, crazy stuff happens to the poor people that can't go to space.
Yeah.
Nothing like that, but something interesting for the wealthy people, and maybe a special trips for the not so wealthy people. That'll be a good program as well. Very interesting. Why wouldn't you want to go to like Star Trek said, the next frontier, which would be space for us? Things we've explored, but as a whole, very lightly. There's a lot of space. Even on the few planets we can see, there's a lot of areas we haven't been to. So building better ships and getting able to travel farther, very interesting stuff. So why wouldn't I be down for it? Just as long as it doesn't
very, very interesting, man.
cause too much negative for too many people. I'm usually with it. Good idea is a good idea. Interesting is pretty interesting.
Cool. So, man, another topic. The last time we talked about Saudi Arabia, man, we was talking about Sophia the bot.
Sophia, I remember that.
Man.
I remember sure.
The artificial intelligence, she got her citizenship down in Saudi Arabia.
Your homegirl.
Yeah, we cool. But let's find out some more interesting details that's going down in Saudi Arabia right now.
Man, I heard about it on the news earlier this week. Something you would never, ever, ever think you might hear in the year 2018.
Yes.
Saudi Arabia just became the last country apparently on the entire planet to allow women to drive. Yes. Yes, let's give a
Thank
big
you.
clap and shout out.
Let these women drive, man.
Striving big. This is the last country in the entire world apparently. We hoping that's a true statement, and we hoping it's completely done. Last year they announced they would lift the ban, so women were actually able to get their license, but they could not drive, so they got to take the training courses, I'm sure, and they did enough of that to where they said, okay, you can have your license, knowing that the ban would get uplifted sometime this year.
A huge step for that country,
This
man.
is crazy, right?
Everyone is equal, man. I feel like we say this every topic.
Right. Every topic has got to boil down to, aren't we all equal?
Yeah, man. So it comes down to this, man. That's a huge step for Saudi Arabia, man. Much love to you women out there.
Yes, definitely.
Drive smart.
Drive safe and smart.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that the classes, they have long waiting lists. They still doing segregated classes, meaning, women and men separately. But such a huge step. Women can drive, from doctors to lawyers. Women who do everything the same as men, all the high jobs, all the low jobs, whatever it may be, everything in between. Now they can drive as normal citizens in their own country. So that's a lovely, beautiful sight, something that we love hearing about on a weekly, daily basis. Something uplifting,
Positive,
like we talk
man.
about
Very
every
positive.
single week. Something worldwide civilization can look upon and realize that that's what it all boils down to. We are all the same. Once we get born, that's it. We make choices. They can be negative. And let's not look negative upon anybody who hasn't done anything negative. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is born bad, so you can't judge someone.
Only learn.
You can't judge someone off of what you just see. Get to know them. Okay, this is a bad person. Let them be a bad person. Black, white, male, female, bad person. Lock them up, throw them in jail. I'm good with that. We good with that here on Real News. We ain't looking for getting no criminals out of jail. No, that's not what we about.
In jail.
Keep the criminals, keep the bad people away from me.
People that don't belong there, though.
Right.
Innocent civilians.
Right.
Any and everywhere.
Right.
Keep them out of the jails, man.
Yeah.
It's
We're
not
not
right.
in that topic like that, Alex.
Word. Much
Real
love.
news.
Real news.
And we did not forget, we're going to do a little sports talk on the week, keeping it current, you know, just dibbling dabbing on a few topics. We don't have nothing big or new to dive into this week. We like to spread it out from this to that. So we're just going to touch on a few things. The NBA draft happened earlier this week. The kid Ayton was drafted by Phoenix with the first pick. Real news, if you check the Twitter, which is _Real News 1, also the same as the Instagram. We let y'all know that was our prediction for the #1 pick in the draft, and he went #1. Now a lot of people had him going #1, so we didn't make no genius decision or thoughts, but it is what it is.
But that's still exciting for Aiden and his family, man. Congratulations, man. Much love to you, and we hope that you do your thing in the NBA, man.
Yeah, it's a very positive career. A little We're not gonna dive into the picks, but we're gonna jump into how LiAngelo.
Yeah.
No, that's the one. Yeah. We're gonna jump into LiAngelo Ball, who was not drafted by the Lakers, and the Lakers said they would not pick him up on the summer league team. If you know about this story, LeVar Ball is the father of Lonzo Ball.
Yeah.
Who is his brother who plays for the Lakers now. Boys, Lonzo plays for the Lakers already. Now, he said all his sons would play for the Lakers. Looks like the Lakers have no interest in picking up his middle son.
Yeah.
So we'll see if anybody else wants to get him on a summer league team, because he does have some talent behind him and probably some potential, but he's had a lot of things go on in his past, non-basketball related, and of course you got his father saying these things, which already with the Lakers, it seems it's not going to be true. He's not going to play with his brother.
For a minute there, it was looking like LeVar was a prophet or something, ain't it?
That's what it was looking like.
Man.
So that's just a little pop culture / sports.
Yeah.
Just jumping into it. Another thing, we're gonna keep it current this week with the NBA. Carmelo picked up his contract option, which will give him $27 million next season.
Woo!
And he will still be a member of the OKC Thunder. Now, he's under contract by them. They have to pay him that money unless they trade him. So we don't know if anything will happen with that. But as of right now, Melo will not be a free agent. He's going to stick with the Thunder, try it out again next year, see what he can do with them. And Melo, man, how about Melo? Rough year. If he would have opted out, I don't think Melo would have got $27 million from anybody. So how about Melo? Back in 2014, when he took the money, basically instead of switching teams and maybe going to a winning, better team, took the money back in 2014, and right now he's still getting $27 million on the last year of his deal. Wow. So kind of worked out for Melo, depending on how you look at it. He
put himself in the hole though, and winning a ring.
Winning wise, yeah, but
but he's making that move.
He's still making he's making a lot of money for signing for that 2014 contract. Now this is before the CBA went up and these guys started getting paid crazy money. Melo got one of the first huge contracts of our era. So shout out to Melo. Hopefully he's happy with all his
And that's
decisions.
what a lot of people forget, man. That's what a lot of people forget. These players still have their own mind. They can do basically whatever they want.
Right.
So let them do it, man. Stop bitching at these guys all the time. You just fans out there. You love watching them. If you don't, cut the TV off. It's that simple, man. Let these guys live, man.
Yeah, I like Melo. I like them since his Denver days. Pure scorer. Something interesting to watch every single year. Them Knicks days was crazy. He was the king of New York for a little bit. So that definitely, was a peak of my interest on Melo. Fell off a little bit. I'm thinking Melo's still the type of player that can have another bounce back year next year, whether he gets traded, stays with the Thunder or not. So that'll be something we watch, something interesting to see. We'll see what he does next year.
All right, man.
Alex?
Hey, no other words on that, man. Let's get to the word and the thought of the day, man. Here on Real News, man. Here on Real News today, my thought or my word for the day is hydration. Yes, people, it is hot outside, man. So don't be out here thinking you can just drink alcohol. Drink some water behind that, man. Stay safe out here, man.
My quote of the week is illuminate. Try to stay illuminated. That means be the brightest bulb, have the brightest thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Try to be on that next level. Try to shine. Try to stand out from everybody around you. Be better. Be the best. Try to illuminate yourself and be very noticeable. That's my quote, my word of the week. Something simple, something slight, and we're gonna keep it current, and we're gonna be back
next week, man.
Next week.
Because what episode is this, man?
This is episode 10. Count them down, man.
10, man. Episode 10, man. It's been a blessing to be here, man. And we'd love to see you back here on Real News, man. And just know that season 2 is definitely on the way, man. So stay tuned.
Real News. I will see you next week. Ow!
out.